Hello, welcome to another edition of Athletes Corner. We got another giggle groups over here. We got the Lynn English Bulldogs in the building. Coach Dina and the fellas. What's going on, Coach?
Yeah, chilling with these young bucks.
Yeah. Before we get started, I'll have everybody introduce themselves, starting with Mr. Older Women over here.
Isaac Yankee, sophomore.
Trey Robinson, freshman.
Zay Soto, freshman.
Sergio Munoz, freshman.
Josiah Peralta, sophomore.
Marky Vernon, freshman. Johnny Garcia, freshman.
Yes, Paulino, sophomore.
Yuri Figueroa, junior.
It's the old guy. That's the old guy.
Yeah, you got the mic. You got your own mic, man.
What about
Coach.
Coach Jarnell? Yeah,
Coach Jarnell.
Jarnell. Yep.
There you go. All right, Coach Dina. Year one's a wrap. You know, a lot of ups and downs, but overall, your overall assessment of your first year coaching, as head coach, I should say, no first year coaching.
I figured there were some expectations were coming in, you know. Start with the young guys, develop them, which that worked out. Thought we'd have a couple more wins, but
Right.
you know, it's all a process.
Yeah, right. Well, it's kind of as a first year head coach, you know, going from assistant to head coach, but you've been in the position coaching for a while now. Like, what was kind of some of the differences that you know, in responsibilities that you had to deal with?
All the behind the scenes stuff, you know, between the paperwork, between making sure my freshmen, my JVs, and everybody else was all set. Uniforms, you know, all that other stuff, you know, stuff that you don't see.
Right.
Laughing
Yeah,
so
they
much
got the
about
giggles, man. I don't know. It's something about the cameras that you these the giggles, man. Isaac, full year varsity for first year starting, right? What was the difference freshman year and sophomore year for you?
Probably learning to play a bigger role and helping to lead my teammates. Cause last year, I was still supporting my teammates on the bench, but on the court and off the court, and keeping people up. I know sometimes I was down myself, but they always had my back, so I had theirs.
Right, you deal with a transition too. You go from Coach Al to Coach Dina.
Yeah.
Kind of, what was kind of the differences with the coaching? Was it not that much of a difference?
They're both two really good coaches. I feel like Coach Al had more of sort of I don't know how to explain it. It's Coach D was more laid back, and Coach Al was more
out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. That best describes that.
Definitely.
Yeah, year three under wraps. Got one more year left, man. How fast is it going though?
it's too fast? I feel like yesterday I was a freshman learning, coming in. Too fast. I'm about to be a senior, graduate next year.
Coming in too fast is crazy.
Coming too fast.
But you go. Freshman year, you're playing freshman and JV.
Yeah.
In between sophomore year, you're JV varsity, right?
Yeah.
Full-time varsity. How did those 2 years help you in that transition to be in the full-time varsity role?
Well, it didn't help me that much. I feel like I should have already been playing. I think I was better than some of the people on the team last year.
Yeah, man.
So it helped me a little bit, It just helped me stay humble, stay poised, keep working. But yeah, that's about it.
How did it change your preparation for the game? Because knowing you had to play one half JV or whatever, and then half of varsity, and now you're playing full-time varsity.
Well, yeah, I had to, work on my body more, be ready out there because I wasn't really getting a chance. But when they gave me a chance, I was ready to go out there.
Right. I guess. What are you going into your senior year? But what is some of the things that you're personally working on individually and team-wise that's going to help for next year, so you guys could not miss the tournament again?
We're not missing the tournament again, but I'm working on taking accountability. Like Coach always says, I gotta take more accountability because I'm one of the older guys on the team. Gonna be probably the oldest guy on the team next year, but also working on my game. Huh?
You gonna be the only senior?
Probably, yeah.
Well,
Yeah. So working on my game still. I feel like this year I was okay, but I took a lot of plays off. I also got to work on my defense. So
Right. Coach, what's got some of the blueprint that you're kind of trying to set up and trying to have a better season than you guys had this year? Because there were some games that you guys had but slipped away late, and you guys could have had like 3 or 4 more wins in some circumstances. How do you make sure that doesn't change so the games that you guys are supposed to win, you win them?
Well, part of that was, inexperience. We did walk in there with a couple, we had seniors on the team, but they all just only played JV a lot up until this year, so it was their first time. Getting Yuri to play, and getting Isaac to play full-time games now, so they got more experience. So coming into next year, it should look a little different. Also bringing up guys like Mark, Jasiel, Josiah, a few others, Aid, they all got some run this year. So next year should look a lot different because they're not going to be walking in with, deers with headlights. Right. So it should change. Plus, the off season we'll be working. We plan on getting in the weight room, do a lot of off season stuff. So, and my guy over there thinks he could duck now, so we gotta see about that.
Clip after this.
We gonna put a clip up. Mark, you got the call up early. Getting some varsity minutes as a freshman, right? How was that, and how did that help your confidence?
It boosted my confidence because on some teams, I usually got the ball a lot, but on varsity I didn't really get the ball, so it really shows me how other people feel.
What do you mean by how other people feel?
If they don't get minutes.
Or not getting the ball.
Yeah, not getting the ball.
It showed you you have to play a different role.
Yeah.
Pretty much, right? But what did you overall? What did you make of your freshman season? Your overall assessment, and just you guys, the freshman team went undefeated. You guys, a lot of the young guys did really well. For you, what was kind of the highs and lows for you?
For the freshman team, at the start of the season, we didn't really have that much chemistry. But as the season kept on going, we keep on I gotta find words.
you said in general, bro.
Not just.
How was your freshman season in general?
Y'all got
In general.
Yeah, in general. How was your freshman season?
Me personally, I think it was great.
Right.
Great experience, especially on moving up to JV.
What was one thing that you took away that you have to work on for next season?
Really, is just working on to keep control of the ball, stop getting the ball turned over. Having a lot start of the season.
Okay, gotcha. All right, Sergio. What's up, man? Sergio's. If you guys watch some games on YouTube, that's Sergio doing the commentary.
Yep.
A couple other guys, but Sergio had a tough end of the season with the injury.
Yeah.
But you're recovered and fully back now. But how would you make your freshman season? How would you assess the freshman
It was a great experience. Being new to the district is it's a great feeling, getting a new start, to meet new people, Isaac, Yuri, Mark. I knew some of them played it with Isaac and Josiah. Met Mark. But yeah, it was honestly just a great experience in general.
Yeah, def, man. And going undefeated freshman season.
Yeah.
How do you think that's gonna help that group? For next season, as wherever they play, either be JV or varsity full time.
I feel like it's gonna help us with team chemistry, most of it.
Right.
We be able to experience playing with all of us.
Right.
Probably, yeah.
Gotcha. All right, Josiah, man. You another one. Got more time on varsity this year. Got a lot more opportunities to score the basketball. Got more shots, right? How were you able just to, take on that role that you had, because you were on JV last year, right?
Yeah. It was different coming in because I didn't have that much experience, so it was
weird seeing new stuff, seeing how varsity was played at a different level and speed.
Right.
And just getting adjusted to it during practice, during games. Just have the ability to play throughout the season.
Right.
To get used to that.
At what point did you get confident, not only in the play, but just confidence in general in being on that level?
I say like midway through the season, because I had a couple rough games at the start. And then I got in the gym with Coach D and Isaac, and he helped me fix my jump shot. So, and then it started going in, and then that's when I felt like I started to pick it up.
Mm-hmm. Right. Coach D, like being part of a team that won 2 state titles and being a part of a team that had like a really good 4 or 5 year run, right? How when you see that and then you have to like start over to get back to that point, what are some of the challenges that is, because you've seen what it takes to get to the point and finishing the season with a state title, and then now it's like working your way back to that point?
One, I know it's a lot of work. The other thing is I had to understand that these kids aren't the same kids that we had back then, So that was adjustment. I can't walk in there and be like on them. I mean, they've seen me lose it a few times here and there, but but I also had to continue encouraging them, understanding that it takes a lot of work.
Right.
And that's what I'm trying to instill in all of them. Like, it takes a lot of work. If they really want this, then let's make it happen. For the most part, they pretty much, they take what I say. They've been doing well. The freshmen started off with Coach Jarnell, started with the development there. So my freshman teams that's the introduction to high school basketball for us. So made sure Coach Jarno had them in there, have some fun, play hard, understand that we're trying to move up levels. JV is where we move into a lot more of our development.
Right.
So we start doing that and trying to make sure that group gets up to varsity.
Right.
We don't want what's happened in the past where, you have juniors and it's stuck on JV, and then all of a sudden senior year I'm stuck with seniors who never played. Because honestly we had it where we started the year and these guys never seen a crowd in their life at the jamboree, and it looked it during warm-ups like they were just scared. So that has changed hopefully in the next couple of years.
Right.
And being that we have this great freshman group that came in, I mean, hey, everything's gonna go up from here,
Right. Hey, for you, Isaac, you don't have a target on your back, right? You kind of already had one this year, but how is this offseason gonna help you prepare for that? Because you're gonna be on the scouting report. You're gonna be the number 1 guy on team scouting report, and so
Lord.
Right. So how are you gonna be adjust your game? And because you're gonna have to start affecting the game in other ways than scoring.
You're gonna put the boot on.
I'll find that one funny. Probably learning how to score off the ball more often, and to affect the game in other ways, probably taking more pride on defense if I'm not scoring. And doing like little hustle plays, like diving on the floor, getting a rebound, boxing out, and stuff like that.
Yeah. What's one thing that you feel like this team as a group really needs to focus on this summer?
Defense, for sure. Everybody could play 1 through 5, so we could just, don't get beat off rebounds too. Everybody got to be able to box out and get stronger and faster. We got to play with a faster pace because we're not the biggest team out there.
Right. Yuri, was there a game this year that you guys felt like, all right, if we played like this for a whole season, like this we could be a very good team if we continue to play like this? Was there a game that you could highlight like that you guys could take some positives out?
Yeah, the second Classy game, even though we lost, like, I think at the end we got tired. That was all. But throughout that third quarter, we played like that mostly throughout the year. I feel like we could have won 10+ games.
Right.
Because a lot of games we would just, like, come the third quarter, we'll have a good half, we'll be tied or even up, and then come third quarter, we'll just let down and, like I don't know. And then after that, we like, the other team gets a lead, we just, like, gave up, and, yeah.
We're talking about the Classical game at home?
Yeah, at home.
Okay, the one we lost by, I think we lost by 5.
Yeah, we were up, though, by, like,
the whole
12.
game.
I can speak on that, too.
And then they came on a run.
Yeah, like, towards the end of the game, we'd be down by a lot, and then we see like 5-6 minutes, like Everett, for example, and Chelsea. We just want to come out there and start playing harder, but it's already too late.
Yeah, that was the norm as the season went on. They were like, "Yo, let's play." 6 minutes left. Now they want to play basketball. And that's what was happening. We did that at Somerville too, I believe.
Yeah, we're down
The
like
summer, down
20, maybe 20.
20. Got all the way down.
5, right?
Yeah.
Basically, all the remedies of a young,
Yes.
inexperienced team is showed itself this entire season. But a lot of good things. Man, over here, man, what's going on? How you doing?
You need a mic, bro?
You had some bright spots on the freshman team this year, right?
Yeah, just coming in this year,
And then coming from St. Mary's.
I was supposed to be at St. Mary's, but I ended up coming here. I feel like I'll be a better fit, knowing that they already have a great point guard over there at St. Mary's. So I feel like this year I got put on freshman, so that's developed me here.
Right. How did you feel like that development process was for you?
It was good, at the start of the season. The coaches, I don't think they really trust me enough to be on JV until, mid-season. I kept on showing them working, so I got moved up and I had some big games on JV.
Right. Especially towards the end of the season, a lot of the young guys got the chance to play either JV or varsity to close out the season, right? How important is that at that point to get that momentum to carry into the offseason?
It's good for the development. It's good for their confidence and to let them see what it is on the next level because the speed changes, the strength changes. So it was good for that. Plus, I know most of them could get there. They were right there on the cuff most of the time to get to the next level. So playing them wasn't a hard thing to decide. It was just when we felt the need to. Like the guy over there, Zaid, we brought him in real quick. Actually, right off the bat, we didn't even know how good he was, especially on the boards. He's probably my dog out of the whole group out of here, I would say.
What
about me? And he's developing. I mean, he's playing football now, but he's developing. He's getting stronger. He's getting taller. So I expect big things out of him.
I'll tell you this. I've seen him and Sergio in the gym together. I don't know about the rest of them, but I've seen him and Sergio. I see Mark in there, too.
Me here being at 5 a.m.
Just me.
We were at the Hit Queen, too, at one point, too. So that's a little plug right there, girl. So we better get a discount out of that.
Right. All right. Zaid, how's football going to help you with basketball? How playing both sports kind of help you?
I feel like football's gonna help me with like basketball. Like it'll probably make me like more athletic, like stronger and bigger. I also like the sport. I like playing it, and like that's how I feel. Like it probably helped me get me big, stronger, more athletic.
You like the physicality?
Yeah, I like the physicality, just like that.
You like the contact. You like that contact.
Wait, hold on. You feel me? Not like that, but like you get what I'm trying to say. Like
what's pause about that?
Yeah, that wasn't a pause. They out of pocket. They out of pocket. They out of pocket.
Well,
some guys don't like the physicality.
Soon, bro.
Anyways, all right, we're gonna start with Isaac. Everybody plug in your social medias before we get up out of here. Get the
Coach
mic.
Jarnell can't get no.
The mic.
Coach Jarnell don't get no talk. Yo, he had the undefeated season coaching.
Come on, pass the mic.
Pass the mic, Coach Jarnell.
He don't want to talk.
Well, first year coaching, it was fun. I mean, I know how it feels to be part of a team, to know all parts of what it takes to get to a chip. Like I don't know. I just love basketball in general. So when I came back and coached for the first year ever, right after college, it was like it was different, but it was a good adjustment. It was a good adjustment. I can't talk. But and then learning the new games of how like the kids play now, the work ethic, how they look at the game now, like it's all different now. So like I'm honored to even be able to coach them, or even to be in a position. Thank you to my pops. You feel me? But yeah, like it was fun. It was fun. I ain't gonna lie. Learning experience first year. So I can't wait to see them grow, and I know there's a couple chips waiting for us in the future, so we just gonna keep working.
Yeah, because y'all ain't gonna have me walking around with a bag on my head next year. Man. I ain't gonna be embarrassing you. All right, plug in your IG, man.
ISRKK.0 on IG.
There you go.
You got IG?
How y'all don't think on your IG?
I lucky forgot one.
No, I do. I'm just not putting it out there. Hey, it's Serge underscore Geo10.
Josiah 12X underscore.
Bro, aren't you?
Mark underscore Kiva. JQILLAA. What?
Yes, yo.
Have no idea. Have no idea.
At YRipKK on IG.
Say that again.
At YRipKK on IG.
All right, there you go. Y'all out of control. Yeah, Isaac, man. Isaac, what did you mean by older women hit me up and playing R. Kelly in the background too?
Isn't R. Kelly like younger women? Listen.
I want to hear this on the bus too. I want to hear this explanation.
So basically, recently I really found out that younger women not for me.
How did you find that out?
Experience.
Or
like people my age. Yeah, I'm 15. Yeah, I'm 15.
So younger women like 12.
Nah, wait. Like, what I mean by younger women, like teenage women my age, like they're not
13, 14?
No, like like high school students.
What you are?
Yeah, but I'm saying I like college.
Be on a freshman.
College outside.
You know that's not true.
Grown woman, like
You know that's
I need a
not
mature woman.
Your mom go whoop your behind. She is.
I need a woman that gonna take care of me.
Sir Yankee not gonna be happy about this.
I'm talking to him, bro.
Put it up in the active.
Isaac Yankee on Facebook. Check it out.
We gonna put. I'm gonna show
He's not the real Yankee. The other one is.
Yeah, I'm gonna show your mom this clip, and then you gonna
She'll be like, I'm proud of him.
No, she ain't.
Oh, she's not.
Anyways, Moses is the future. Anyway, so
Who that?
Moses plays better defense than Isaac.
Pull up all the
It's the
charges I got.
wingspan. It's the
All the
wingspan.
charges.
That's that wingspan I'm trying.
It's all good. That's the Lynn English Bulldogs.
Yes, sir.
These boys are out of control. We got to get up out of here. Thank you to Coach Dina.
Much respect,
Yes,
yo. Mook, always pleasure. You always plug English in. It's your school.
Yeah.
Had to give you some shirts,
Yeah.
So we's
I got
good.
A free shirt. Yeah. I was gonna put their highlights up, but I don't know if some of them. I don't know. I got their season, most of their season highlights.
What about me?
I don't know if I'm gonna post them though, because the way they be acting, I don't know. We done missed the tournament 2 years in a row. We can't.
Sure, that first year had nothing to do with us.
Yes, sir.
Nothing to do with
Y'all had
us.
to win 2 games last year though. Just 2 more games last year. Yo, we're out of here. We'll catch y'all next
12
time.
win next year.
12.